Okay, so Jay, let me know when you're ready to record.
We're good.
Okay. It's going to be kind of conjugated. That's okay. Um, is everyone here?
Yes.
Oui.
Brian?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you make your way down this main thoroughfare here and into this kind of market square where you find a building, a two-story tavern with black lettering against a reddish sign saying the Sanguine River Inn. What do you do?
Is there anything else around, or is it like this is the only clear destination right now?
Oh, there's several places.
How dark is
It's getting pretty dark. The sun is going down. This area is called the Bazaar. Um, it's in sort of an open marketplace. There's not many places still open this late in the evening, but you can see fire still glimmering in the window of a blacksmith's forge, and there's still light in the uh, apothecary building.
Well, if I'm broke, I spend all my money on this chest plate, so you guys need to do any shopping?
I'm all right.
The blacksmith is called Hammer Crush's Hammery, and the apothecary is called Larkspur's Libations.
Lux house spell what now?
Say again?
Lark's libations.
Larkspur's Libations.
Got it. Oh, okay, yeah. Then I think we should just head to the into the inn, unless anybody wants to go to those places. Anybody need a drink?
I think it was made very clearly we should not be out at night. Wink, wink.
Yeah, I can see fine in the dark.
I mean, I can too.
I've got no need. I'm well geared up. I'm more tired than I am anything. Although you could probably use a visit to the apothecary to get yourself some healing potions if you have any gold left. Dampier.
That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, did you spend gold properly, or did you just get stuff?
I think I did. I bought my weapon and armor.
You're supposed to get 15 gold, and then yeah, weapon and armor is really all you get. I spent all of it, but you might have some extra.
Well, I ended up with a caltrip and bandolier and scroll case.
Yeah, there's good stuff. Like caltrops are really good.
I have 8 gold left.
Do we have a dice roll? Is that enough for a potion in any reality? Check.
In Pathfinder, yeah. So you're heading to Larkspur's?
Yes.
So let's try to make it quick, though.
All right, give me a second. Up, cancel that. Ignore that on the side there.
Boys. Got him, boys. He didn't think we were going there.
I think I'm going to put in there, like when he said ignore this, I think I'm just going to zoom in on the VOD.
I'll be right back 1 sec.
Are you going with like the prices for stuff straight out of the book?
But I have a character to show you.
No, I was just wondering.
Let me know when Bear's back. And we'll continue.
I'm back.
All right, welcome back. So you approach Larkspur's Libations. It is a small, squat building with a chimney that seems to be emitting some purplish blue smoke. There's an acrid chemical smell as you approach the door. There is a sort of ringing noise as you open the door and enter the shop, which is cramped with small aisles, all stuffed with bottles and packets of herbs, and the scent is intense in this shop. Larkspur herself doesn't seem to have taken any measures to stem the tide of odors brought on by running a shop full of open chemical containers. Larkspur herself is a younger woman, positioned behind the counter, a rat perched on her shoulder. She looks up as you enter and sort of pushes back a curtain of black hair to regard you through curious eyes. It's Dante that primarily wanted to go inside, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I go with him though, for sure. Like,
Okay. Dante, she immediately locks eyes on you, and she's around the counter instantly. That is a rat, and I just realized what just happened. Oh God, you're a cat folk.
Yep.
This is not going to end well, is it?
That's not what you do about the rat.
Roll me a will save.
My worst fucking save.
Hilarious.
Nope, that'll do it. You
All right.
you resist the urge to jump after the rat. The DC for that is always going to be 10, because it's fairly low stakes for the most part.
Gotcha.
But Larkspur looks up as you enter and immediately sort of comes around the counter when she sees Dante and approaches. What the hell are you? You got fangs, just like one of the nobles over in Summerside. Are you a vampire?
Yes, ma'am.
Fascinating. But you're out in the daylight. You're not burning or anything. I don't smell. Well, I smell smoke, but not your smoke. What's going on here?
I mean, I don't burn in the sunlight.
Fascinating. Fascinating. What's your name?
Dante.
Dante. Interesting.
Or the butcher, if you prefer.
The butcher. Oh, well. Fancy. I'm Larkspur. Nice to meet you. And the rest of you, are you all traveling together?
Yes, yep. He's with us. We're not with him.
Strange to come to Redchapel at a time like this, but fair enough. She rushes back around the counter. She seems like somebody who is constantly on the go and does not have a sort of a low speed setting, if that makes any sense. She leans on the counter and says, "So what can I get you exactly? What do you need?"
As many health potions as I can get for 8 gold.
That'll be 4 gold apiece, so you can afford 2.
Cool.
Just a moment. Do you want these freshly mixed, or do you want the ones I've got on the shelf?
Freshly mixed, if you don't mind.
Because you're interesting, I'll do it without the extra charge.
Is this a Jamba Juice?
She fetches. This is mainly Ches being fascinated by the ingredients that actually go into a health potion. And this is Ches also making that up on the fly. So she fetches a mortar and pestle and a bottle of what appears to be sort of faintly bubbling water. Setting the bottle on one side of the table, she gets out the mortar and pestle and she begins to grind, or she begins to put a collection of herbs and plants into the mortar and pestle and begins to grind them. The first plant she puts in is sort of a whitish blue root of some kind. If anybody wants to roll nature, you might be able to identify it.
Know how
Shit,
well
I'm
that
out.
will go.
Yeah, it's not me.
On an 18, you can identify the root as a oh lord, what was it? What did I call it? Shit. Angel something. Angel toe. I'm sorry, angel toe. Angel toe is a root renowned for its healing properties. Most folks consider it to be magical since the healing properties are so intense and so profound. Um, in completing her mixture of the angel root with a deepish a deep red leaf, she creates a sort of pinkish concoction that she pours into the bubbling water, and then takes the now bubbling mixture and pours it into 2 bottles, and uh, presents them to you. And she says, "There you go, 2 healing potions, lightly concentrated. You can't afford the more expensive stuff, I don't think."
Thank you, ma'am. Here's your gold.
She takes it and pockets it, and she says, "Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to close the doors before the guards start coming around. So, you have a wonderful evening. Get
You too.
inside."
Farewell.
Perhaps we'll be back around to ask you what you know about the goings on.
We can talk in the morning if you're so inclined.
Good night, Mum.
Good night.
And out
And
the door to the Sanguine River Inn.
out the door. Once you're out the door, you hear her sort of run up to the door and lock it behind you. And I meant to set this up ahead of time. Normally, I don't do this, but I'm going to have, for this first session, I'm going to have folks roll their own perception scores, so I'll have time to set up the macro later. So everybody roll perception for me, please.
This is my first time using Roll20. I'm sorry. I don't know how to do that.
It's okay. It's on your character sheet. The first tab that says character, where you can see all your ability scores and stuff. It's the 3rd column on the right, and then it's the 2nd box down, perception. And then there's like a perception button and an initiative button there. Just got to click that perception.
Perceive under perception.
God.
There we go.
On a 23 and a 17, you can hear her muttering as she closes the door. "Vampire that can walk in the light. There has to be something in the books on that." And the door locks behind you. The evening is growing colder. You can still smell that salt in the air, and you can see the occasional person wandering through the streets on their way home from the docks toward what the guard would have told you is Winterside, along the southern edge of the city. The light is kind of filtering between the buildings, and the sun is getting ever closer to setting entirely.
Let's get to that inn.
Yeah, I suggest we don't dawdle.
You cross the bazaar towards the building marked the Sanguine River Inn, and you head inside.
Is it bustling? Is the entrance just completely lonely?
Smell like bread.
It looks the light. There's light on inside. There's some. There's a fair bit of activity going on inside. The door itself is quiet, and there's no one sort of posted near it or anything.
Is there any sign of a river of blood?
You get the idea that perhaps the river is represented by the color of the sign.
Oh, makes sense.
Also, it occurs to you that the word sanguine can also mean cheerful.
I guess. I don't think I've ever heard it that way, though.
Rely on Ches to use 100-year-old definitions for words.
Yeah, you got me there.
I mean, the red lettering on the black sign, right? It doesn't really give off cheerful.
It's black lettering on a red sign.
Even fucking worse. Bright and angry. But surely, yeah, head right up to the door and swing it open.
All right. You swing open the door and you are greeted by a wave of warmth, the sense of cooking food, probably roasting vegetables by the scent of it, and some, maybe that vague scent of stale beer, as people and the dull roar of a bunch of conversations happening at once.
Hey, I know this.
This is a very familiar inn, yeah.
Listen, there's only so many scenes I can download here.
It's okay.
Y'all keep calling me out.
From my campaign, yeah.
This is from several campaigns. Don't you worry.
Put everybody's token on the stools is the best part.
1 second.
I got you, bro. Oh yeah.
Since we're putting tokens places, can I sit by the chair next to the fireplace?
But you can
Sure.
just open the journal and drag your token straight from that list onto the map, and it'll plunk out. Like your character.
I don't know why mine's always huge.
There's no grid, and I don't know why yours doesn't have its name attached to it.
You probably didn't save the default.
I drug it off my character sheet again.
Yeah,
you
that's
can
what you're
probably-
supposed to do, but it's supposed to show your nameplate. So give me a second.
I wish to make an acrobatics check. I'm gonna set my gear down and I'm gonna climb into the rafters.
Last
Stop
time we were
getting-
here, that was what Gotham did. He hung upside down from the rafters over there.
I'm gonna stop using tavern scenes with rafters.
I know that's what every guy does. Yeah, I got you, Sumo.
Like, I don't want to be upside down. I just want to be chilling up there. Yeah.
So you kind of flood into the tavern. There's sort of a bevy of folks here, all of whom are drinking and talking. You see some folks who are dressed in clothes that resemble like dock workers. The heavy coats and headbands that you might find in people who work with crates and near the sea all the time. There's another group of people who look like farmers. They look a little bit more destitute than the rest of the folks in the tavern. Their clothes are ratty and made of hemp, and are kind of torn, and their hands are dirty. There's dirt on their skin where it's visible. But they seem to be having a pretty good time, sharing some beers and chatting it up. Behind the counter, if you give me a second. Thought I had a token for this fella, and I do not yet.
Because this other game, we got this hospitality spirit that's like a boar's head mounted on the wall. Yeah, and I think it came from this same map.
Nice.
And we like talked to it, and then it turned out to be a spirit, and so we bring it with us. And then every inn we go to, it like wants to be set up on the wall, and it, like cleans the place, and like makes sure that everybody's really well taken care of and stuff, and just like makes the inn really hospitable.
That's great.
I think one time we got to an inn that already had a spirit. We set him up, and then they were like fighting. It was really interesting.
Thought I was better prepared than this.
Wouldn't be a Fat Thumbs game if we were totally prepared.
Yeah, that's what people are here for, really.
Chaos is the normal here.
Chaos is good.
This entire party is just, or this entire game is just emblematic of chaotic neutral.
I thought that was funny. You're like, it's this epic story with knights, and now we're learning it's all vampire, and like, yeah, we made all these silly characters. You got like 2 bickering dwarven brothers, and like a cat man is trying to get at every mouse.
You made a bard that said meow after everything, and we still got the bounty to happen. So I'm not worried about it.
Right. That was how I like, instead of making a silly voice, I would just say a sentence of things and just end it with meow.
You also play a crazy old bird that likes eating eyeballs in stride, so I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, I don't know. I do like to disrupt your dark brooding.
Do I run really that many dark brooding games? I'm sorry.
I think so, but that's just jazz. I mean, that's okay.
I feel bad. Next game we run is going to be a Discworld.
Yeah, we got to do like Happy Candyland.
Woo! Candyland.
I think there is a system for that where it's all like we're all lollipops and chocolate bars and stuff.
Lollipop
But it's like still,
adventures.
yeah.
All right, so the barkeep is now sort of present. He is moving around behind the bar, grumping at people who are leaving their leaving food on their plates, and he looks up as you come in and says, "Oi, what do you want?"
I'm just gonna like order for the whole group, and I'm like 4 dwarven ales.
4 dwarven ales, he says. Dwarven ale?
Yes.
More... That's like saying 4 flowers, please. What kind of ale?
Your strongest.
He gives you a look.
I'm gonna
My
look at Bergrim. I'm gonna give Bergrim a look too. Like, you know, like I expect their strongest to be super wimpy.
Strongest, eh? All right. You think you can handle it?
Yeah, of course. And
You
I'm
say
gonna like
so.
again kind of look over at Bergrim. I'm like, you got this, right? Like I don't get a gesture at my empty pocket.
This is a formality at this point, given the way things are right now, but stick to protocol. He gets out a sheet of paper and a quill and puts it on the desk. Puts it on the, I'm sorry, not the desk, the counter. You got to sign a waiver first.
Oh, jeez.
Oh boy, I'll just sign the damn thing. I'd like to snatch the quill and just scribble my name hastily.
Right. To be clear, we are not responsible for any bleeding from the mouth, nose, or eyes that occurs, nor if you manage to vomit up your own intestines.
Yeah, put me on there too.
All right.
Sounds great.
And he he puts the paper away, puts the quill away, and heads into the back room where he disappears for a second.
There's totally an ancestry feat I could have got that would have helped in this situation. I just didn't take it.
He comes back out a moment later with 2 mugs of bubbling green liquid that seem to be eating away partly at the mugs beneath them.
No, we ordered 4.
Pardon me. And I've only got so many mugs that can handle this. Drink these and I'll get you more.
Can I like identify the liquid that's in it? Damn it! I almost took the lore alcohol feat, or I almost took skill in lore alcohol. I did not.
There's one that's like for poisons. That's like if you fail a poison skill check, you can make the save again or something.
Roll me. Roll me a flat intelligence check, please.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
You cannot identify what's in these
Neither
mugs.
of the old breakers are very smart.
Well, Oriston, you recognize the scent of whiskey. There's whiskey in there somewhere.
Oh, this will be good.
I mean, even though I don't recognize it in that very same second, I just instantly down it.
Roll me a fortitude saving throw, please.
Not to be outdone by my brother, I would also, go right for it.
Roll me that fortitude saving throw.
Can I just take a drink? I don't need to down it like these assholes.
Yeah, I agree with the cat man.
So Orston, you're fine. Bergren, you take 4 poison damage.
On the
It-
way down. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Well, actually, no, I'm sorry, 4 acid damage. It tastes like fire. The heat is so intense in your throat on the way down. You're convinced you've injured yourself, and the bile that rises in your throat as you try to sort of keep it back is it almost escapes your mouth because you can't keep it down. It's just too hot. It is too strong. It is roiling in your stomach, and you find yourself kind of bending over to accommodate the cramping that is now sort of shooting through your body. Oriston, it definitely burns. You don't seem to be reacting to it as violently as Bergram.
Oh, I'm making fun of my brother.
And then if you're Sumo, if you're going to take a drink, he gets out once the 2 brothers have downed their beers. The bartender, who looks kind of impressed with Oriston, heads back, takes the mugs from them, wipes them down, heads back into the back, and comes back out with 2 more mugs of this frothing, apparently partially acidic liquid.
Dante, you drink?
Sure, why not?
I'm gonna like chuckle and look amused. Slide these like boiling cups towards you two. Ooh,
Down the drink. Ooh.
Dante, you take the swig of. Do you drink it all at once, or do you sip at it?
I sip at it.
It in lesser dosages, this is not quite as painful as it might first appear. You don't take any damage. It does tingle and give you fairly the sensation of having burned your throat on hot food as it goes down. And none of you are still quite sure what's in this stuff.
Down on the ground, you hear me hiccup and burp and say, "Oh yeah."
The bartender leans over the bar and says, "That's why I made you sign the waiver."
I said, "What do I owe ya?"
I think I've gotten amusement enough out of it to let you have that one on the house.
Right proper, mate. Thank you.
Bergam, Bergam, you're disrespecting the family name. You get to bed with you.
Yeah,
Clean yourself up, brother.
I'll start your shit. I've not time for this right now.
That's it for you.
Listen, just help me stop the room from spinning. And maybe stand up.
Oh yeah, so I'll go grab him, off the stool under his armpits and shout at the bartender about board for the night.
Yeah, it'll be 5 silver per room. 1 gold if you want the private room. There's 2 beds to a standard room. 5 silver per person per night.
I'm just gonna dig in Bergram's pockets and Find some gold and pay the man.
What do we need? I got 2 gold and 4 silver. We need 5 silver for a whole room, or 5 silver per person. 5, 10, 20, 15, 20. That's 2 gold, right? Fine.
Drunk ass brother, I'm like digging in your wallet to pay for the cab home.
Hey, no, I need that.
So, what brings you into town? Strange time to be coming to Redchapel.
Well, we heard about the summons.
Roll me perception again when you say that.
Wow, wow.
You don't notice anything. Summons, says the bartender. Well, what summons exactly?
There's a bounty that we're supposed to be here for.
Oh, hell. Giles. I'm sorry, Giles, right?
Yeah, that dude.
I don't know how valid that still is. I think you'd want to talk to that gentleman right there. And he points at an elderly man sitting in the corner by himself, drinking, nursing a beer. The man is looking out the window into the night streets. He has an eye patch and looks displeased with something. It's Levin Thornbeard over there. He's the one who is honoring the summons, I think.
Oh, that's the guy.
I suppose.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let's go talk to the guy. I didn't think we would find him here, but now we smell like alcohol. Let's go talk to the official.
All right. You approach the old man sitting by himself, and he glances up at you through one sort of roomy eye and says, "Can I help you?"
Aye. You're Thornbeard, right?
Chancellor Thornbeard, yes.
And yeah, I'm like sizing up his beard, and it's super inadequate, and I'm like certain he's not a Thornbeard that I know. But I'm gonna ask him about the bounty for the night. Giles, was it Giles?
Giles.
Giles.
Ah, I see. If you'll have a seat, circumstances have changed. Perhaps you can. He gives you the once over and says, "Are you capable fighters?
Of course, the toughest.
Are you carrying weapons?"
I like to haul myself up off the floor and drunkenly stumble over and throw my shoulder over Orriston and say, "Aye, the best fighters you'll find."
Don't mind me, brother.
He gives you this sort of long look and strokes his beard and says, "Any port in a storm? Right. The bounty on Giles is still in effect, but it can't be paid until we solve the issue of solve a different issue. And I want to know if you're up to the task."
Only if there's money to be made.
There is
Of
money
course.
to be made.
That's why we're here. The church needs more money.
There is a lot of money to be made. but I need um, proof that you are capable, and more so, proof that you're willing to work for me. So, are you interested in doing a job outside of that initial summons?
Sure, why not?
Oh, sure, as long as it pays, yeah.
Do you know much about Redchapel?
No, not really.
Just outside the city walls is a small settlement called the Sallows. It's where the farmers live. The farmers have been reporting to me that some highwaymen from the valley below have been finding their way into the Sallows and strong-arming the farmers for food and money. It's a poor target for money. The farmers have next to none, but that is a situation there's a discussion for another time. I don't want bandits threatening the city's food sources in the midst of a crisis. I'd like you to go speak to the farmers out in the Sallows and see what you can find out about these bandits and take care of them.
Wait. Could you explain this crisis?
There's a long stare, and he says, "That is a matter of trust, and you'll have to earn my trust for me to discuss this further." Don't take this as an insult, but I want to be sure you can commit to long-term work before I offer you long-term work. And I'd like to see what you're capable of first.
Fair enough.
Take care of this bandit problem in the farmlands for me, and we have, I believe, a very profitable enterprise available.
How much does it pay?
With the bandits?
Yes.
75 gold per person.
I'm in.
Yeah, sounds great.
This crossbow is good for more than just shooting rats.
Whoa. I'm gonna need you to talk more.
Yeah, I need to hear more of that voice.
Yeah, please continue. Where are you from, Sumo? How did you get here? I don't know. I thought you were a cleric, so I didn't think any more about why there's a fighter with us.
I don't know why I ran into you guys. I have a rough general background that I probably can't say like in character voice because I'm not that good at it.
That's what we want.
I'll try, no promises. Wait, like right now?
Okay, cool. So yeah, I mean, money motivation. Everybody likes money. We're in.
Excellent.
Does he know anything else? Like any more info? Who's the leader? Like, you want us to eradicate them all, or you want us to kill the leader? What's the plan?
Kill them, convince them to leave. Just assure me that they're not going to come in here and take food and money when we need it most. It doesn't have to be violent. I suspect it will be, but perhaps you'll find another solution.
Sounds simple enough. What's the catch?
The catch is that there's.
And I want to like, yeah, is there insight in this?
Sense motive.
Sense motive. That is not in this either.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sense motive is an action. Let me pull up the rule for it.
Oh, it's one of those. Yeah, that's Pathfinder 2. There's a million things you can do, but you gotta go read the paragraphs.
So here, you roll a perception check versus the deception DC of the creature.
Fuck.
You can't discern whether or not he's telling you everything. It probably isn't, but
I detect what he wants me to believe. Yeah, I believe they're behaving normally, pretty much.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, there's no catch. Seems like a straightforward bandit job. I think we got this team. What does everybody think? We're in?
I mean,
I'll
I'm
try.
down for the money.
Try and like bring myself around and stand up straight, drunkenly, but put my fist against my chest and say, I swear on Turad. And I squint my eyes and shake my head. I'm like, wait, no, I mean Turag. I swear on Turag that we'll take care of this issue for you.
Oui, oui, the god magnifique.
impressive. Certainly. I have it on good authority that the bandits make their visits at night. So I was going to say you could try tonight, but your friend here seems a bit in need of a rest.
Fucking Bergrum.
I mean, no, I'll be perfectly fine. Coffee, black coffee. Barkeep black coffee.
And a bucket of water.
The barkeep prepares the requested fluids and provides them for you.
He's gonna dunk his head in the bucket. like
What's
a
that-
good, like a
what's
good
that-
brother.
What's that sound like, Brian? Getting your head dunked in the bucket.
I don't much remember what it sounds like, but I do remember every time he lifted my head out of the bucket to breathe, I'd just be singing another verse of Danny Boy. Oh, Danny Boy, pipes are calling.
Congratulations, you invented Oh Danny Boy in this universe.
Like holding him up by his underwear, you know, like the wedgie in the toilet thing.
So you come up out of the water, your beard is just soaked, your face is soaked, you're wiping water out of your eyes. And you seemed like you started to feel better, especially after the coffee.
Yeah, brother, I appreciate it very much. Thank you so much for the coffee.
So this guy wants us to go out now.
That's the indication, yes.
Okay.
Uh,
Can we ask him about, like, we heard it was dangerous at night?
Yeah, maybe he can get us out of town safely.
If the Summerblood ask, you're working for me.
I would feel better if we had some kind of proof. Do you have a seal?
Yeah, nice scroll you could sign or something.
I don't keep the seal on me, but he reaches into his pocket and pulls out an amulet. It is made of some sort of red sandstone that has been shaved down into a disc, bearing a symbol of a sun on it. And he
Praise
hands,
the sun.
praise the sun.
Praise.
And he hands the amulet over to Oriston and says, "That ought to keep you safe." I'm sorry, I keep getting his voice wrong. That ought to keep you safe.
Yeah, Big J, put on the amulet.
No.
Jay doesn't want to lose 3 characters.
Yeah, let's not. The odds are not in my favor. I'm trying to make it through this one.
I jealously snatch it from his hand. I try to snatch it from his hand as he's presenting it to my brother.
I've seen it. It's praise the sun. I know. Put it on, brother. It'll keep us safe. So,
Put it on my neck.
can we? Oh yeah, he puts it on. Can we ask him if he knows like which way to head, or which way to go out of town, which gate?
You'll want to go to the southern part of the city. It's not a proper. You'll want to go to the southern part of the city. It's not a proper gate, but there's a sort of passageway through the southern wall, leading out to the Sallows. You'll have to go south through Winterside. You should be safe there. Don't go to Summerside.
That sounds like good advice. It's not the first time we've heard that. Okay, yeah, look around at the group and like, is everybody ready to go? Ready to fight? Not too tired?
None too tired at all.
I wasn't talking to you. You're coming either way.
Shite. Let's go then.
My people have grown accustomed to the night fighting.
Yeah, I can see fine in the dark.
So we all probably can, so hope you weren't counting on that.
No,
I don't know about Dante. Maybe he doesn't have dark vision, but
I have stopped counting on lighting to get me any sort of dynamic encounter going. It never works.
Yeah.
Someone always has dark vision. Someone always has like 10 million torches.
the cantrip.
There's no
I have
fucking
low
point.
light vision, not dark vision.
Okay, cool. So yeah, let's head out. Let's try to go through the city to that
Okay.
south gate.
All right. You are heading through kind of the outer street just next to the wall. It seems the safest bet to get through the city without getting lost amid the myriad buildings. To describe the architecture of Redchapel, many of the buildings are built from bricks of red sandstone. They are brick buildings that are mostly 1 and 2 story buildings with square roofs and broad wooden doorways. Broad wooden doors leading inside. Many of them have like balconies for people to go out and sort of sunbathe on or spend time on. You see amid these balconies and sort of windows, lots of people keep plants, little gardens on top of buildings. And I want everyone to roll me nature, please.
Ooh, nailed it. They gotta be rock-related plants now.
Dante and Oriston, you both recognize that the plants don't look very healthy. None of them. The leaves are kind of gray and sickly. Flowers are partially wilted. There's just not a lot of life in these plants.
It does look good.
You have moved most of the way through Winterside, where the buildings are mostly guilds and trade houses and residences for like maybe the dock workers. You have moved most of the way through here when you, as you're heading down the street out of an alleyway, out of an alleyway steps a woman in red armor. Well, red and black armor. And she approaches you and says, "Halt!"
Chaz, could you maybe just put that on the map layer? Because I was clicking stuff and yeah, that works too, but I can't click anything.
There you go. It's on the token layer.
That's delayed.
Yeah, I know. I feel like I've seen her before. Perhaps in another life. Yeah, okay, so I'm feeling good. It's alright, I'm back. I'm back to normal. We're out on order of Chancellor Thornbeard, miss. Please, we'd mean no trouble. And I'm gonna throw my left hand up and, surrender and hold the amulet forward with my right hand and slowly approach her.
She watches you through a gaze that strikes you as cold. She doesn't appear especially friendly. One hand is on the hilt of a sword sheathed at her side, and she says, "On what business are you attending for Mr. Thornbeard?"
I'm sorry, I believe you mean Chancellor Thornbeard, miss.
She gives you a sort of wry smile and says, "Oh, pardon me, Chancellor Thornbeard."
We're out to perform a simple task for him. Just something right outside the city walls. Will not be long.
You do know, I'm certain the gods told you that it was dangerous to wander around at night?
We were instructed not to visit Summerside, and we'd be perfectly fine. What danger is there out here in Winterside?
She gives you a long look and then says, "None whatsoever, I suppose." Do me a favor, if you would.
Ma'am?
Tell Mr. Thornbeard that if he wants work done, he should be speaking to the people he should be speaking to the Summerblood, not mercenaries. Rogue elements are not welcome in Redchapel these days.
And who am I to say the message is from?
Zaria, you'll know the name.
Does everything look copacetic with her? She looks like a normal human girl.
There is one strange thing, and it's pretty obvious in the dim glow or in the dim light of the evening. Her eyes glow, or the irises glow bright red.
I'm not
Does she got
going
red
to.
armor on? Like she's a Summerblood or not?
Yeah, she's a Summerblood.
Okay.
I'm not going to immediately draw attention to that. Alright, so can we be on our way then?
Yes, I think so. Don't
I'm-
cause any trouble.
Miss Soria, I'll be sure to deliver the message. You've nothing to fear from us.
No, I don't.
I want to
And
scurry on past her.
yep, she steps aside and lets you pass. You can see her name tag on the side of the board there. Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and use this sort of side space to keep a list of NPCs.
You might make it a little bigger if you can. It's fucking small.
I didn't even notice that. I was like way so zoomed in. My bad.
I see though. Zera.
I can't make the font bigger, and I'm trying to keep this column.
That's okay. I'll zoom in.
No, I like it how it is.
Real quick, Jay, is it fucking piss pouring rain over by you?
I would have to check. Which I was actually about to grab a drink anyway. So I'll be RB in like 30 seconds.
Yeah, let's take a quick break. Okay, so you make it to the Sallows. It's a sort of dark passageway, almost a crack in the wall leading to the farmlands beyond. They're on the edge of that valley that dips into the earth just past Redchapel, going inland. So as you sort of step out into these farmlands, these what really look like slums, you can see the valley extending beyond and kind of sloping downward about a half mile away from your position. In that half mile of land, this strip of land along the edge of that valley, people have brought up some what they can out of the soil. It's a farmland where there's some root vegetables. There's some and someone is going to call me out on this later, whether you can't grow root vegetables near the sea or something. I don't know.
What?
You
good, bro?
There's some root vegetables, peppers, some rows of beans, things like that. But it's the shanty town basically prior to the farmlands that really maybe gets your attention. People here look downtrodden. Everyone's kind of quiet. No one really looks you in the eye. People are just kind of going about their business, coming in from the fields, quietly shuffling past the doorways into their shacks and going inside. There are people who are packing up their stalls, selling fruits and vegetables in the vegetables in the streets. And looks like everything's kind of closing down for the night. People are most of the folks here are thin. They look underfed, and they have apparently, or they just don't seem very friendly. No one really stops to talk to you or ask you what you're doing there. You get the impression that they're trying to avoid trouble. What do you do?
So we're looking for some thugs. Does anybody look thuggy, or these are all just kind of like villagers?
Most of these people barely look like they can lift their farming tools, much less a sword.
I guess we should start asking around about bandits and stuff.
I wish to keep my passive perception up looking for rats.
Okay.
I'm looking through the Pathfinder list of activities. I would like to gather information.
All right.
Oh.
Will you copy that rule into the chat, please?
Fuck yeah, chats. Fucking rules. Gather information. You canvass local markets, taverns, and gathering places. Attempt to learn about a specific individual or topic. GMDC takes 2 hours. And then there's a success or a failure or whatever. What is the DC though? I don't know. They don't even say what to roll.
Can I just like glance around for any dark alleyways that have seedy characters prancing about in them?
Hang on.
I said, didn't the chancellor tell us to like talk to the farm people? Like, so we try to find out who's in charge. They can give us a direction.
It doesn't really even say what the role. It just explains that stuff. It seems like it's tied to a skill, but it doesn't even say what skill. It's a tricky thing.
It is tied to diplomacy.
Okay, I like that.
So please make me a diplomacy roll. Normally I make these in secret, but again, I'm not setting all that up right now.
Oh, it was a number.
On a DC 14, so you begin inquiring of passing people. What do you say to them? What do you say to get people to kind of stop and talk to you?
I mean, I'm just mostly asking about bandits. If anybody's had any problems with bandits that we could solve, and I'm trying to look like a big tough paladin guy, right? Like I'm here to cleanse his evil villagers. Lend me your knowledge.
You don't have much luck at first. People don't really want to talk when you mention bandits. Some of them look a little bit afraid and kind of shuffle away from you with non-committal goodbyes. It's not until you find sort of a withered-looking old woman, almost lost in the hempen cloak that she gathers around her shoulders, that you finally get somewhere with this conversation. She looks angry when you mention bandits, and she says, "Oh, aye, they've been coming into town, throwing their muscle around. The gods won't come out here because we're not worth the trouble, they say. We don't. We only get feed the bloody city. Not worth the trouble." You looking for him? Are you going to take care of him?
Yes, actually, that's what we're here for.
Huh.
Where can we find them? Do you know they have a headquarters or who's their leader?
They've been using an old farmhouse to meet with the farmers. It's out on the edge of town. On the edge of the Sallows, just before the valley. They're meeting tonight, I think.
How
You said
excellent.
leaving tonight?
They're meeting tonight. They come in and they tell the farmers to come meet them at this farmhouse and harangue them about what they're going to contribute to the clan, they call it. The band, the Red Hands, they call themselves. Hands. Red Hands. That's a Digger Hunter reference. Uh-huh.
Okay, cool. Excellent information, civilian.
You're really going to take care of them?
We plan to, yes.
What's
in it for you?
Well, money.
Yeah, money.
Who's paying you?
The chancellor.
The chancellor? Bah! Since when is he taking an interest in us?
Thornbeard, he likes you guys.
Thought he was too busy running his resistance.
It's resistance.
Viva la resistance.
What, you don't know? He didn't tell you.
He
Of course
made
he
no
wouldn't.
mention.
Secret. They're running around like rats, secretive and quiet, to think they're being so subtle. Everyone knows they exist. The chancellor's rebelling against the king. At this point, a younger woman comes out of the shack behind the old woman and says, What the hell are you doing? Get in here. She looks at you and says, what are you, did you set her off?
I mean, all we did was ask her a very simple question, and she asked us You know who had hired us? What's this about a chancellor in open rebellion? Maybe not open rebellion. Scurry about like that.
That's not something I'm going to talk to you. No, I don't want any trouble. Leave, please.
I'd like to grasp the old woman's arm in a last-ditch effort and just say, "Please tell me what you know." We were approached by a Summerblood, a young woman before, and she seemed no big fan of the chancellor. I'd just like to know who I'm in employ of.
Roll me a diplomacy check. The young woman tugs at the old woman and says, "No, no, mother, get inside. And you, stop stirring up trouble out here. Don't you see we deal with enough?"
It's not a very beautiful part of town.
No, no, it's not.
I'm sorry to disturb you and your mother. Please go back into your homes. We'll try and figure something else out.
She just glares at you for a moment and then rushes back inside with her mother. Some people have stopped to stare at the scene, but the moment the women are inside, people kind of conspicuously resume walking past.
We've drawn a crowd. Do we see anybody that looks kind of shady or bandit-like?
Roll me perception. You do not.
Guess we're off at this meeting spot then. Come on, lads, right outside of the cell house.
I could try to woo the crowd with my circus performance.
I can balance the cat on one finger.
So it doesn't take you long to find the farmhouse in question. It's as was said, just on the edge of the valley before the earth begins to dip, and it's an ancient farmhouse that appears to have been have fallen mostly into disuse. There is, however, the light of a torch coming from inside, casting a thin sheet of yellowish orange light out into the evening air. From inside, you can hear voices. One thin, plaintive, reedy, uh, pleading. Please, no, I can't spare anymore. But there's nothing left to harvest. The yield this year has been awful. And then a deeper, more authoritative voice. I don't care what you have to do to get it done. The red hands get their share. I can't give you what I don't have. Then I'll take it out of your hide. Gentlemen.
Oh, I would honestly like to burst through the door at this point. This is not cool. You cannot threaten this innocent woman.
It's a man. I'm just terrible at voices.
Oh, I'm sorry. I would,
Very, very well made.
You you gonna smash the door in, or you just want to try and open it? Well, the door is partially open.
No, yeah, I'm gonna shoulder through it with my hammer raised and my shield
right.
drawn.
You
And by God's hammer, you will not do this.
you power through, and your voice silences all the other noise in the room.
Oh, fuck us.
Positioned in the farmhouse are 6 men wearing bandanas, their right hands painted red. At the back is a man wearing a fancy sort of wide-brimmed hat both of his hands painted red, leaning on a pillar of, that sort of holds up the farmhouse. He tips his hat up to regard you as you come in and says, "Sorry, sorry. What was that?"
Can I move up into the farmhouse?
Sure.
And I'm going to shout again, "By Torag's hammer, you will not threaten this innocent man. Who are you?"
You get the impression that beneath the brim of the hat, his eyebrows have gone up. He stares at you for a moment and says, "Sorry, sorry, I thought everyone knew who the Red Hands were, and you must not know who the Red Hands are, or you wouldn't be acting this way."
Your bloody red hands mean nothing to me. It doesn't give you the right to threaten him or try and rob from him.
"Robbing," he says. "We're getting what we're due. What we're owed by this city."
I'm sorry, what entitles you to anything from him?
The man puts his hand on the hilt of a wicked-looking sword at his side and says, "Lots of things entitle me. Most of all, the fact that I've got 6 men to your 4 at the moment."
Your numbers mean nothing. Torag will see us through.
I like those odds.
Let's roll the dice then, shall we? And he draws his sword, and these 6 men draw clubs as the thin, willowy farmer sort of starts backing up towards the door, away from the obviously the obvious beginning of combat. So, if everyone would please go ahead and roll initiative.
A big thing to
Cool.
know here, Lawrence, is to make sure to click your token first and then
Yeah.
roll initiative.
Cool,
So it'll
thank
show
you.
up in the list. And it's right next to perception. It's the same button, but over one.
Hold on, Amanda's gonna do the roll for me.
Should have busted out the real D20 then.
I'd like to take a quick moment to ridicule the hands mercilessly because they're talking shit about numbers, but they have fucking clubs. Are you stuck in the Stone Age?
Listen, man, they didn't get the chance to raid labs, all right?
Oh, my bad. How do you talk shit and pull out a club? What are you gonna go kill the woolly mammoth next?
And that is the one Tarkov joke I can crack because I've been watching your streams.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, they're wearing like animal hides. They have any
All right.
bones through their noses.
I just want to point out, like, if I stab someone, I want to do it like almost mocking them, like I have something pointy and you don't.
That seems in character. All right.
There's a mod for this.
I know.
Do you not just roll groups in 2E?
I've-
Yeah, you have to have the mod, but you could select them all and then right click.
I've started
Okay.
doing individual roles just because I think it makes it interesting to have, occasionally have it so that like enemies will be scattered throughout the initiative. So it makes things more dynamic.
Yeah, I think it makes way more sense in digital than it does in tabletop format.
Yeah.
Tabletop, it's better if they just all happen at one time. But in digital, it's like it's 4 buttons and it's easy.
Going by initiative, at the top of the order is the leader there.
Is that the guy from Overwatch? What's his name?
McCree?
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy as
Like
shit.
McCree with his hair grown out.
He's going to stride once, twice, and then snatch a hatchet up from his hip and throw it at the farmer.
Oh, geez.
Farmer's AC is 14 exactly, actually, so the farmer takes 6 damage. The hatchet sort of grazes the farmer's shoulder, and he yells in pain as he raises his hand to the spreading stain on his shirt. Please, no, I wasn't. I'll pay you what you need to pay. Don't kill me. Dante, it's your turn.
So I read up on the rules. I'm still not quite sure about Pathfinder combat.
So you got
Sure.
3 actions. You can move, or you can attack, or you can do pretty much anything in your repertoire with some amount of actions. Like spells cost 2, but as a melee guy, you pretty much just want to like move and hit stuff.
Yeah, you
Okay.
get. Sorry.
So yeah, I mean, you could move and you could attack twice. That's probably like your best bet here, just as far as like being a melee guy goes. So whatever your movement is, right, and that's 1 action, and then you have 2 more. So on your attacks, you'll see there's like numbers. There's attacks that says like number 1, number 2, number 3.
Are you going to attack the farmer?
Oh yeah, I don't think.
Oh,
yeah.
that's the farmer?
Yeah, he's
Yep.
on our team. How much movement do you have, right? So you got to do the math and count the squares. Oh, he's like the blacksmith's grandpa. Human
So your
move,
speed was
probably
20
30, maybe 25.
is 25, yeah. So you can move, you were here before and you moved 5, 10, 15. So you can do like 20, 25, and then you can even like take 5, 10 again and step up and hit somebody if you want to.
So like here?
Yep, exactly.
It costs you 2 actions to do, right? Because you only have 25.
Yeah, each square is 5 feet.
Yeah, so you could
That was
do
said.
25 in one go, and then you're not quite in range of anybody yet.
So then, but you've used, it's just like, it's normal like 5e. You get, except think in 5e, you get 2 actions. And in this, you get 3 actions. You can move, attack, or move, attack, attack. But the second attack would be at a penalty. So you've used 2 move actions essentially and moved up to the guy. And now you have 1 action left. So you can use it to attack, which you should probably do, but you should keep in mind that you are that swashbuckler. And like you have a thing where you need to feint, or which that's crazy. That's like my Starfinder character. You need to do a feint to get like a bonus on him for an attack coming up. But since you only have an attack left, you can't afford a feint action.
So just attack, right?
Yep. And it's just that main name of the rapier. And I don't think an 11 hits.
Probably not, but it's up to Ches. You also got to specify which dude.
The dude straight in front of me.
You just hold down mouse click, it'll do a ping thing. Yeah, it's a good tip.
Yep, that's a miss.
Yeah,
Alright.
we're mostly trying to express that your turn is complicated in Pathfinder 2. You can do 3 things, but 3 anythings is a lot, really.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping to not end up going first.
Yeah. I mean, ranged weapons would be good, but I don't think any of us probably have a ranged weapon, so.
The cat has a crossbow.
So that's it for my turn, correct?
Yes,
I think
sir.
so. All right. It's this Dockhand's turn. 1, 2. Swinging at the farmer.
Is he standing on a barrel?
Oh, you're right. There we go.
My immersion.
That's a hit for 7 damage. The farmer is not looking good. Brian.
We are going to try and stride up to the. I only have 15. Fuck.
Yo, farmer is not an initiative, actually.
Farmer is going to get 1 initiative because he's a farmer.
Yeah, I feel like he's like a non-combatant, and they're just being dicks and trying to kill
He's
him.
gotta run.
So yeah, we're gonna move. We're gonna use 2 and move up and try and hit the bandit.
Okay.
Yeah, Doug.
That's a hit for 5 bludgeoning. You smack him good.
That's all I got, Captain.
All right. This guy's turn. He's going to close up over here and try to hit Dante. Does a 19 hit your AC?
It does.
All right. You take 5 bludgeoning.
Speaking of, where do I record my health at?
Under your main character tab on the right
Yeah,
side.
character tab, top right, hit points. Do you have anything in there? If you don't, you got to look up what your ancestry and class hit points are. You'll get one from being a human, and you'll get one from being a. What are you? Swashbuckler.
Swashbuckler.
It says I have 20.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, it sounds right.
And so you just got to change. There's a current. You should put 20
Yeah.
in current, and then subtract whatever you want from that.
Tis done.
All right. He moved twice to get to you, so that's going to be his turn. Dockhand 11, or Dockhand, this guy, is going to roll up on Bergrim, and that's 2 moves for him. I'm going to try to hit for 7 bludgeoning. Sumo, your turn.
Yeah, sumo time. All right, let's go 5-10 in there. Is it an action to draw crossbow?
Yes.
Okay.
No, you get 1. You get 1 free interact per turn.
Okay. Crossbow time it is, and we're gonna shoot. Let's shoot this dude.
Which one?
The southern right here.
All right. That's a miss. That's
All
a
right.
nat 1, in fact.
Ah, shit.
Gonna be a dick.
Do it.
There, your turn. Nope.
Oh.
Nope.
Well, I'm gonna shoot again.
I think crossbows don't have volley, do they?
Oh, they got to reload, don't they?
Yep, you got to. It's one action to reload.
All right, third action reload then.
Cool. All right.
Okay, I got 20 feet of movement, but like I can't stand in this guy, right?
No,
Can I stand here?
you can climb up onto the hay bale with an athletics check.
That's what I would like to do as part of like my movement.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not great at those. I got big armor on. Worked out though. Was 19 do it? Good to go?
Yeah, 19 will do it.
Okay, then I want to try to hit this guy in front of me twice.
Go for it.
Uh, 24.
That's a crit. You do 14 bludgeoning damage, and you can try. Well, you can't really shove him anywhere because all the spaces around him are
No,
occupied.
shove is a different trait.
Okay.
Not related to the attack.
He looks real bad off.
I'm just gonna hit him again. He clearly is wanting to kill this like farmer guy, and I can't allow it.
That's a hit. That's a kill. Do you want to describe it yourself, or you want me to?
Yeah, I just leap up on this bale of hay and just take these two vicious swings, and the second one gets him right in the head, and he goes down.
All right.
That's it for my turn.
Okay. This dockhand is going to try and swing once at Dante. Miss. Miss. Miss.
Nice.
Can I get a hold on you? This guy is going to scoot up here. Move again and try to hit Orriston, since Orriston just killed somebody.
He on the barrels.
You know what? Yeah, that's
away for a second.
That's a good point. Yeah. Okay, so he climbed up onto the barrel, and now it's barrel versus hay bale in the throwdown of the century.
Just wait
It's
till
an
you hear how high my
and then he nat ones.
And that was 2 moves. So the next one is this guy down here. He's going to try to climb up on the hay bales himself. Making that athletics check. He does it. That's 1 move for him. He's going to try to hit twice. 24.
That hits.
6 bludgeoning. And that second attack is a miss. It's the bandit's turn. He moves through the dock workers, or not the thugs. I'm going to delete this corpse. To over here past the farmer. Does anybody have the attack of opportunity feat?
Nope.
I do.
I do not.
He comes over here. He uses his free interact to pick up his hatchet, which landed over here. And he's going to try to hit the farmer again, which he does.
Does the farmer count as an ally?
Yes.
I would like to use my reaction. I can use my paladin-y thing and cause them. So I get to choose. No, the foe must choose one of the following options: that his attack does no damage, or that the guy he's attacking gets resistance. Why does the foe get to choose? I don't understand. But this is my ability.
But if he chooses to do damage anyway, he becomes enfeebled until the end of his next turn.
And the damage is resisted, I guess. So
yeah, and the damage is resisted. So he's not going to choose to become enfeebled. He's going to he hesitates. The hatchet stops inches away from the farmer's back, and he glares up at you. What did you do to me?
Like, don't you dare hit that farmer.
And now it's Dante's turn. Oh, wait, no, it's not. It's the farmer's turn. The farmer is going to flee. Stride. He's out of there. He's going.
My man. I just saved that man's life.
Mr. Butcher, it is your turn.
So I'm gonna attack the guy that's right in front of me on
Okay.
my right side.
This fella?
Yes.
All right. That is a crit. You do 10 piercing damage. You bite him?
Yes.
Oh, shit. Two of the bandits, recoil in fear as they see you guy, seize this guy by the collar and just bite into his neck. Blood spurts out as this guy screams in pain.
I guess I want to take a swing at him as well.
Okay. That is a hit.
So you didn't do the multiple attack penalty there.
Oh.
I'm not sure how to do that.
If you click the number 2 on your sheet next to that attack, it'll automatically subtract the melee attack penalty. Even with a -5, however, that would hit. So
Cool.
that's another 4 piercing damage. You have 1 action left.
Guess I would like to move.
Don't forget that additional precision, Ches.
Don't you only get precision if it's a sneak attack or he has panache?
I think he just gets the 2, but I'm not.
He gets straight 2 damage because it's a finesse weapon, basically.
Oh, that even if the target's not flat-footed?
I'm pretty sure. Hold on.
Like that, I was reading. Oh, I got it. Well, you have panache, and you strike with an agile weapon. So I guess he has to have panache. Maybe he doesn't have one. Is that how it works?
Yeah, he doesn't have panache at the moment.
Oh,
That's
with panache.
okay.
I probably put it right into the description. Chelsea, why did you have me search a fucking Google link and it says it right there?
Because that's what
I
I thought. That's what I thought I was saying.
But you didn't say no. It's right there in the description. I apologize.
You assume I'm competent, which is your fault. All right. It is now Bergram's turn.
Farmer's gone, so that's good. I'm not feeling good, boys. Truly, I'm not feeling good right now. But we are going to, in a wild attempt of self-preservation, launch a divine lance at the bandit first.
Okay. That's a hit. Is it a critical? It is not a critical. But that is a hit for 7 damage.
Cool. Okay, and then I'm going to try my darndest to scurry away because I'm not looking good.
Okay.
And I don't know. I'm very scared to release some healing right now.
It's this Dakian's turn. He's going to step up and swing at Horston. I say dockhand. They're supposed to be thugs. I repurposed an NPC. Does 15 hit you, Orson?
Oh, I have 19.
Oh shit! All right, that's a miss, and that's a miss. This guy right here steps up, tries to hit Dante. That's a hit. What's your AC, Dante?
Sheet says 18.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, that's a hit for 4 bludgeoning. Attack number 2. That's a miss. Oh, I didn't mean to close that. And let's see, Sumo. It is your turn.
All right, fresh off a miss and a fresh reload. Sumo's gonna take his first shot right there.
Doskoi. Which one?
The leader.
Okay.
Pew pew.
That is a hit for 2 piercing.
All right, and then action 2 reload, action 3 fire again.
That's pretty cool.
That is another hit for 8 piercing.
That's better.
The bandit's looking kind of fucked up. Orson.
Okay, I'm going to use a focus spell, Lay on Hands. And that uses one of my one only focus points or whatever.
Okay.
I gain 6 life, which is exactly what I'm missing.
All right.
1 action. Then I'm going to try to swing at this leader guy.
Okay.
With my warhammer.
That is a hit for 8 bludgeoning. He's looking real bad off.
Then I'm going to raise my shield. So now
Okay.
that is it for me.
All right. It's this guy's turn. Roll up over here. See that Orson is wailing on the leader. Orson's gonna get swung at. You have a 19 normally. Is that
Yep.
with your raised shield? You have a 21.
Correct.
Okay, so that's a miss, and that's a miss. They're just gonna keep the next one's just gonna keep swinging. Come on.
Yeah, Big J, pretty much you raise your shield, but then you get access to this reaction thing called Shield Block that lets you reduce the damage and make your shield take life instead of you.
Yeah. I need to hotkey that or make like
All
a
right.
thing like you did.
All right. So a 26 hits you. Shield
miss.
block. So what's your shield's hardness?
Hardness 3.
All right. So you reduce that damage to 3 bludgeoning,
And my shield and me both take that.
and then you and your shield both take 3 bludgeoning damage each.
Okay, so my shield goes from 12 to 9, and I go from 22 to 19.
Okay.
That's cool.
All right. And it's the last Dakian's turn. I keep accidentally closing their character sheet. Miss. That should be at a -5. 21 still hit?
I have 21 AC, so I think it does, right?
Yep, that gets through and deals 5 bludgeoning damage directly to you. You've already used your reaction for the turn. And he swings again a third time and misses. It is the bandit's turn. He's got his hatchet now. First swing is at Dante. That's a miss. Your AC is 18, so that's a miss. Second swing is at Orston. That's a miss. And third swing is at Dante again. That's another miss. All right. Dante, your turn.
I'm gonna attack this dude.
Okay.
Right here.
All right. That is a hit That is 6 piercing damage. He is not looking good. It is not a
Cool.
critical, however.
I'm gonna try and bite him again.
That is a miss.
All right, I'm gonna move.
Okay. Bergrim.
I'm going to heal myself first, please.
Okay. Is that the one action version of heal?
That is the one action version of heal.
Okay.
And then I think Orson's still up in their shit. I'm going to we're just gonna try and step up once and destroy the bandit.
Okay. Take a swing. Crit! 8 damage. That is a kill. How do you want to do this?
After I kind of like grasp on my religious effigy or whatever, my little wooden talisman, and heal myself, just kind of step up with one hand in stride and bring the warhammer up against the side of his skull, crashing into the right side of it and sending him tumbling over to his right side. Bleeding from the ear.
He
Broken.
is very obviously dead. Go ahead and roll me an intimidate check, would you? Not quite gonna do it.
Can I use my hero point to re-roll it?
Sure.
The rules.
Fuck.
Still not enough. All right. Dockhand's turn. They see their leader go down. This guy charges up, tries to hit Bergrim. I think that's a miss.
That's a miss.
Attack number 2. That's a hit for 6 bludgeoning. All right. This dockhand is going to close in on Sumo and try to hit Sumo. Sumo, what's your AC?
18.
That is a hit for 4 bludgeoning. And he's going to try to swing again. That's a miss. Sumo, it's your turn.
You dash like the sumo? I'm going to throw down the crossbow in disgust that this pleb dare strike me with a melee weapon. I'm going to draw my rapier. I shall strike back with the third action.
That is a hit. It's not a crit, but it is a hit, and you deal 5 piercing damage. All right. Bear.
Is this guy in front of me on top of a barrel, like balancing?
Yes.
Okay, cool. First, I got this thing. It's a feat. Once per day, I start my turn. I don't have focus points, and I have focus points again.
Okay.
So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to spend that focus point lay on hands. So that's only one action still. And
Okay.
I heal 6 up to 20. And then my final action, I'm going to look at this guy. I'm going to try to shove him off of the barrel. I prepared the button for this situation. I don't have a hand free, so I guess I'll drop my.
You have a shove weapon.
You
Oh,
get
yeah,
to
you're right.
the
Oh, yeah, I added that at the bottom. You can use the weapon to shove with the athletic skill against his fortitude DC. So whatever his number is plus 10, I got athletics.
pretty sure you get to add your attack bonus when you have a shove weapon, don't you?
The weapon's item bonus if it's magical.
Yeah, it's not magical, so I don't think so.
Oh.
Oh, it's not good.
Hang on. That's not necessarily the end of the world. These are CR 0 enemies. Well, CR 1/2 at this point.
Yeah, if they got more than a plus 2.
Yeah, if that's not going to do it, he manages to. Well, no, he's taking a bonus negative because he's on top of a barrel. No, that'll do it.
Okay, cool. The shove him, I guess it's just a success, so he just goes back 5 feet.
He is going to roll an acrobatics check to see if he lands prone.
And it also says I can stride after it, which is super interesting. I want to do that.
So you step onto the barrel.
Yeah.
He lands on his feet.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Okay.
Okay, that's it for me.
All right. This dockhand is going to swing at you. The one to your upper left, Bear, is going to swing at you.
Okay.
That's a miss. That's a miss. That's a miss. And the one directly in front of you that you just shoved off the barrel is going to swing at you. That's a miss. That is
Also
a miss.
miss.
And that is a miss. And then the last one is right behind you. He's actually going to climb over these hay bales to try to get to Sumo. That's a miss. And that's a miss. The bandit is dead. So, Dante, it's your turn.
I'm going to try and sink my fangs into that guy.
Okay. That is a hit for 5 piercing. That is a kill. Do you do something in particular? Do you want to describe how it kills him, or do you want me to?
So as I reach in to bite his throat, after I bite his throat, I rip out a chunk of his neck and I spit it on the floor into his face as he collapses.
He goes down in a spray of blood, a surprised look on his face, bleeding out so quickly that he doesn't seem to realize he's dead. The look on his face remains surprised rather than slackened. That is your first attack for the turn.
All right. I'm gonna move here and swing at this dude.
Okay. That is a miss. He slips aside the blow. Bergrim, it is your turn.
First, we're gonna mutter some kind of prayer under our breath and bless Orston's weapon over there, because as much as we love, or as much as we like to hate on our brother, we still love him. He's family.
Okay.
So he's going to get a +1 to some attack roll, saving throw, something. And then, second, we're going to take a swing at this thug to the south of me.
That's a miss.
And then we're going to raise our shield.
All right. This guy is dead. He's out of the initiative. The one you just swung at, Brian, is going to swing back at you. That's a hit for 6 bludgeoning. Wait, you raised your shield?
Yeah, I have a reaction. Yeah. So 5 hardness means I take what? 1 damage, and my shield takes.
You and your shield both take 1 damage.
Oh, okay, cool.
Land? What the fuck?
That second one is a miss. And the third one is a miss. Really good rolls, though. Sumo, your turn.
All right. Prepare yourself to feel the wrath of the great sword of Paris. And I'm going to swing the rapier. Actually, this is a great time. I'm going to use this. So I copied that right out of the book. Me and Bear were talking about this earlier.
So it can't be your first attack is what we learned, though, remember?
But that was like under the press trait, which I'm not using it as a press, is what I took out of it.
No, I mean, it's like the ability has the press tag, and that's what that means.
Oh, well, never mind. We'll just do this regular attack first then.
That is a crit. And I have a rule on the off chance that you roll crit damage lower than your actual damage, you take the higher damage, so you deal 6 damage. Which one are you attacking?
The north one, my bad.
All right. That is a hit for 6 damage. Attack again.
All right, so the second attack is going to be the exacting strike, since I can't use it first.
All right.
So this is just regular. All this means from what I read is if this misses, which I'm guessing it did. Now my next attack does not take the additional penalty, so I'm still rolling on the number 2. That sound right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. That is a miss still. Just short. Orston, it is your turn. Bergrim cast magic weapon on your...
No. I meant to cast guidance. I'm sorry. If I click magic weapon, that's not right.
Oh, okay. Guidance. So click guidance, please.
What does guidance do? Yeah. I like the sound of that. Brian, you got that button?
Sorry, yeah. Guidance, you get a +1 to skill check, attack roll,
Rolls and stuff. Cool.
save throw.
All right, I'm going to go for this guy just bonked off the barrel. So that's 11. That sucks. Then the second attack is 15. Does it keep going? Till the start of your next turn. Yeah, it keeps going. Oh, no, to 1 attack. So I don't think so. I think this is just a 14.
A 14 is enough to hit. So which one are you attacking? The one to the south?
The one this way.
Okay, I'm sorry. I've got your characters mixed up.
East.
That's 10 bludgeoning damage. He looks pretty fucked up. All right.
I think I'll go for the third one.
Okay.
Oh,
That's a miss. This one's going to try to hit Dante. One just south of him. That's a hit for 6 bludgeoning. Try to hit again for another 4 bludgeoning. And a third time. That's a miss. Dante, you take 10 bludgeoning damage total.
I'm not looking too hot, boys.
One in front of Orston.
Get those potions right.
Orston, he hits you for 4. And a miss. And a miss. And the last one near Sumo. Swing. Better. That's a hit for 5 bludgeoning. That's a miss. That's a miss. Dante.
All right, so I'm gonna take a swig of my potion.
Okay.
I don't remember the roll.
Is it 2 actions? One for him to pull it out, one for him to use it, or is that just 1 action?
Nope, you get a free interact per turn. So healing.
Nice.
Yep, you heal for 6.
Cool. I'm gonna attack this dude.
Okay.
Miss.
That's a miss. You've got 1 action left because the interact was free.
I'm gonna swing my sword at that guy.
That is a hit. He's not looking good. Bergrim.
We are going to take a swing in this guy directly south. A 14 hit.
A 14 does hit.
7 bludgeoning.
He's not quite out, but he's looking like he's about to fall over.
Would like to move back 10 feet and fire off a divine lance at him.
Okay.
Dude is so laggy. I'm moving. It like takes forever to pull up the sheet and stuff.
That is a hit. That is a kill. In the interest
Oh,
of
you
getting
see-
keeping things moving. Go ahead.
No, go right ahead. I'm gonna refresh.
All right, so that dockhand is dead, which means it's Sumo's turn.
Yeah, sumo. Options limited. Let's just stabby stab this dude.
It's
Okay.
sumo time.
Doskoi! That's a hit. It's the only bandit that hasn't been hit yet. That's 6 piercing. Rolled. Are you gonna attack again?
Yep, and then I'm not gonna keep clicking on it, but this is gonna be exacting strike again.
Sure.
So if it fails,
That's a miss.
Yep, and then do it again.
That's another miss.
That's a crit fail.
Orston.
Keep on bashing.
That's a miss.
Oh no!
That's a
That's
miss.
the worst reality. Okay, there we go.
That's a crit. That's a kill.
Crit on the -10.
No, nat 20s are always crits, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's just funny.
Again, in the interest of just keeping things moving, because it's getting late, we're going to avoid overly verbose descriptions.
That's all right.
This dockhand is still alive. He's going to swing at Oriston, because Oriston just killed one of his buddies. Hit for 5 bludgeoning. Miss. And miss. That dockhand is dead. This one's still alive. He's going to swing at Sumo again. Miss. Hit for 8 bludgeoning.
Ow.
And a miss. Dante, your turn.
All right, I'm gonna bite this dude right here.
Okay. That is miss.
I'm gonna attempt again.
Okay. Also a miss.
I'm gonna move back 5.
Gotcha. All right. Bergrim.
We're gonna launch a divine lance at the easternmost guy. Hold on.
Yep.
Easternmost guy.
Fire away. Crit. You burn him alive.
Second divine lance at the southernmost guy.
You can't
Ooh,
cast
quickly.
two. That's two. That's
two?
two.
Okay, yeah, that's 2 actions. I'm sorry. You're right. I apologize. Um,
How dare you?
we are going to
Cool.
cast guidance on Sumo. That's 1 action, right? Yep.
All right. Sumo, go ahead and I guess attack the last one.
Yeah, and I'm gonna use that guidance. Trying to read it, just pick it right. Stabby stab.
That is a hit for 1 piercing.
Wow!
God, what a slog.
Alright. Yep. Do it again.
5 piercing. He's almost down. That is a hit for another 5 piercing. He is dead.
Sumo like carves out the Z in the dude's chest like Zorro.
Is that your
All
name?
right. The farmhouse falls silent as the sounds of combat fade away, leaving a pile of corpses on the middle of the farmhouse floor amid a pool of blood and viscera. Welcome to Redchapel. And we'll stop here. If everyone would please level up to level 2.
Ooh.